into slides. Today, like the title of this live says, we got to take one of our range builds, well, obviously out to the range, to test out Cyelee Optics Wolf X Pro. It wasn't a long or extensive test, we just wanted to see how things functioned, and it seemed to work great. Very short test on it. We'll be doing some more in the future. Put 100 rounds through it. And I liked it. The reticle stayed on point. It didn't turn off. It didn't flicker. It didn't get fuzzy. It didn't get stuck. Worked out well. Had a few different people also run some rounds through it. Couldn't do a super long test on it today. We had some other stuff to get done at the shop, but we'll be doing some more. And they also sent us one of their EDG, one of their Wolf EDG red dot optics as well. So we'll be trying that out. Yeah, really interesting. So for the build itself, we of course used our SM19 Viper, and then we had an ELD Performance barrel, standard barrel, no porting, no threading, just standard barrel. We used a UCT SCT Manufacturing upper parts kit, a Palmetto State Armory dagger frame, and then of course the Cyelee Optics Wolf X Pro red dot. I have to say I really like how the reticle can be changed. So you can change it from a crosshair to a crosshair with dot in the center to just a simple red dot. And whatever your preference is, you know, you can just cycle between those. Pretty nice. Hey, Chanson, how goes it? Finally got to test out this red dot today. Not bad. Not a bad little red dot. We'll be doing some more testing on it though too, but this is the exact one we got. And so we'll be checking that out. I want to say retail runs about $235 or so. Clear, light. Might do some drop testing on it too as well. Give it a little bit of punishment. Cristobal, how's it going? But yeah, not bad. I could see myself, just for the first 100 rounds. We'll have to do some more testing. No durability tests yet. We just pumped 100 rounds through it. We plan on doing a more extensive range trip, hopefully this weekend. And this was just to put a few mags through it and see if we noticed any distortion with the reticle. Whether or not it turned off or became fuzzy, or we lost track of the reticle, just to make sure it could function through a few mags before we decided to take it out to the desert. But so far, not bad. It fits the slide well. That kid, how's it going? Yeah, not bad. Not a bad little optic. I should have saved this for like an unboxing, but I like some of the stuff that comes in with it. They even give you a little guide on how to zero. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And I'm impressed with the amount of mounting screws they give you, depending on what type of slide you might have. There's so many. There's just so many screws. All different sizes. I want to say we went through with the 9.5 and the 12. And you got to remember, put the shorter screw on the right side so you don't have any extraction issues. Don't mess with your EDP rod going in there, but any cycling issues. And they actually give you the tools. It's awesome. And a little cleaning rag. I mean, that's pretty common. And I do like the rubber covering, so that when I'm not using it, that I can just pull this off, or keep it on when I'm not using it, rather. I like that. Hey, Pat, how's it going? Not bad, though. I don't know, you're still trying that out too, Chanson, right? You gotta take it to the range and see how it does. There we go. Excellent. Let's take a look at that EDG. What do we got going on there with that? Okay, so the Wolf X Pro, yeah, it does run 235, and the EDG runs 280, and they market it as drop proof. Okay. 50,000 hour battery life, waterproof. Okay. How far can it drop? Do we have a drop height? Let's see, drop proof. Oh, 6 feet. Okay. Not bad. Oh, sweet. I'll have to check that out. I wish I could have done a range video. I went to the indoor range because it's still over 100 degrees here. And so going to the outdoor range is just punishing yourself. Oh, and this was freshly used, so just for those of you that do use Cerakote, we do as well. You are going to get wear after taking it to the range along the rails. And if you decide to use porting, you are going to see a little bit of extra wear. Direct hit from 6. Okay. Yeah, we're going to probably drop it and maybe smack it around a little bit this weekend, as long as everything works out all right. But so far, I'm happy with it. I mean, it performed as it should in range conditions. Had to make my adjustments for 0, obviously, but even then, it was really easy to keep group. And just walk it right up to center mass. Too easy. Who else is hitting me up? Oh, okay. Live life. Right on. Yeah, but we got to try it out. We'll probably put this on our little patch wall following this weekend, which I need to get behind me at some point just so you guys have something to look at. You know, besides the old bearded guy. Yeah, 280 for it seems interesting. How's it going, Kara? And I can't pronounce your name, sorry, but how are you doing? Listening to a couple other lives in the background as well. But I'm also just going to try and go through some people's reviews on the Cyelee. Some people are saying it's going to be the next Holosun. I don't know. But for those of you just joining in, we are Stiffler Manufacturing, and we turn these steel bars here into gun slides. For any of our foreign friends, unfortunately for you, we only ship within the United States. And we make multiple Glock 19 Gen 3 style models, as well as 2 and coming up on 3 Glock 17 style slides. After that, we will probably start working on the Glock 43. Hey, Stay Dangerous, how's it going? And then for those of you that are looking to get a new slide for 4th of July, 3rd through the 6th, we are doing 15% off on our red, white, and blue slides using code USA25. So that starts in 2 days. There we are. Oh, and I probably mentioned the other day, but We're also doing stenciled slides now, courtesy of Penguin Tactical. Loving how that turned out. Oh, thanks for joining us. Oh, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Welcome anytime. This will be our third 17. We're going to turn this SM19 turbo slide into a 17. And so what I'm liking about the Cyelee optic, so obviously it's RMR, so it's going to fit all of our slides. And we've tested that on multiple different models. We put it on the 17, we put it on the 19, and it fits. We're not getting any play. It fits. It's nice and snug. There's always going to be like a slight give, but if your tolerances are tight, I don't have any concern about shear. Let's see, do we have... Yeah, let's pull this off. Take a look at those screws. Okay, so shooting did loosen the right screw just slightly. But that's no big deal. If this ends up being like your permanent fixture, you'll probably want to do like a little bit of Loctite or something like that. Oh, this one here? Yep, this is Periwinkle Blue on the SM19 Leonidas. I'm sad to say that color was just not as popular, so we have switched to NRA Blue, and people seem to like it a lot. Oh, man, now the left screw, though, man, that stayed cranked in there. That's that 12 millimeter. Oh, a little more. Okay. That's nice. Take a look at these screws. Yeah, not noticing any real wear here. I mean, it was only 100 rounds, so nothing extensive. But there's the little optic there. And now we'll put it back on. But yeah, definitely curious to try this out some more. We based ours on the Trijicon RMR, a flat optic cut, with the HoloSun 507C in mind. But of course, if you're using the Trijicon RMR footprint, it'll fit anything that's RMR. Well, almost anything. Noticed a few. Someone had, I think, what was it, a vector optic that someone had an issue with on an RMR. I can't remember. There we are, and then just tighten it down. I had to put the frame back at the shop. We needed it back for more testing, but there she is, all nice and mounted, super quick. Didn't take much time. And then, of course, for those of you who don't like optics, all of our slides come with an RMR plate cover. And unlike some other businesses, we actually use metal. These are aluminum. There we are. Those go back in there. Those go there. That can go there. All right. We actually had an issue a while back, and I don't know where the guy is. He's probably some kind of scumbag. But basically, he got one of our slides from a vendor, and then he returned the slide to the vendor saying something was wrong with it. And he swapped our aluminum RMR cover. That's a bad example. He swapped one of our aluminum RMR covers for a plastic one, and he cranked it down so hard he cracked the plastic. And somehow the vendor didn't catch that, and we're like, hey, didn't you notice that the RMR cover was cracked? And they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah, ours are aluminum. Like, they're not going to crack. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. It fits the slide well. Easy to use. Was easy to walk up on the target. We just need to do the stress testing next. So we're going to take it and drop it. And take it out to the desert and shoot it. See what the heat does with it. Hey, Virgil, how's it going? That's another factor. And so for those of you that live in the hotter states, you learn FE ordnance. What's going on? You learn real quickly that a lot of things that were made were not designed for the type of heat that we get. Oh, this goes on a Glock 19, Virgil. So, if you live out in Death Valley, stuff that was invented, to work wherever was not designed for Death Valley heat. Things were not designed for Arizona heat, Texas heat. So I'm curious. I'm going to take this optic out into the Arizona desert, and we are going to see how the heat messes with it. And we'll just drop it and throw it on the ground and do some stuff with it, and we'll see how it goes. But this here, Virgil, is our SM19 Viper slide. Got it in a few different colors as well. This here is the 17 Viper in FDE. We do plan to do a 43, Pat. We have to finish. We are working on our 17 Turbo right now. So once this gets turned into a 17, I believe we are going to then turn this into a 17. And then after that, we might start working on the 43. There we go. Oh, our Vipers? Vipers run from 175 to 250, and that depends on whether or not it's a stripped Viper or if it's a complete, where it'll have barrel, Glock OEM sights, the barrel's ELD performance, and an SCT manufacturing parts kit. Heck yeah. And we test fired this on a PSA dagger frame today. So we put 100 rounds through it. see, got that one. How about you guys? Doing any range trips? For Springfield? Not sure. Maybe. Big focus will be Glock, and then after Glock, I don't know, we might do something with one of the SIG slides, or maybe M&P. It ran great on the Dagger. So when we do our milling process, and you can see some of the videos on our YouTube about it, when we make a raw slide like this one here, we test them on a Glock OEM frame, but also on a PSA frame, an SCT frame, and we also have some Polymer 80 frames lying around. Nice. Gotta love a good range trip. It's just too freaking hot for us to go out in the desert and do it right now. And I had my own ammo, but I even bought a box of ammo at the local range, and along with the range fee, it cost me almost $50 just to go there and test the slide. It just hit 4. So you are 3 hours ahead. Nice. You know, I've never actually shot wax slugs. Oh, and we're doing a new Stiffler challenge poker chip. We'll see how it works. We're going to try somebody out. We ran out of stuff to give people. We ran out of stickers. We ran out of chips. We ran out of just stuff to send to people when they ask. So we got to get some merch made up. We got to talk to a few companies. Oh yeah. If the price ain't bad for it. So that's actually, let's see if I can get it in close. So for that image, out of focus, in focus. There we go. Okay, so each slide has their own image. So this one here mirrors the Leonidas. So the Flash, the Viper, the Turbo, the Zoom, the Leonidas, they all have their own actual image that we've had made. Focus. There it is. When we get more made, honestly. And we'll have some made at merch. Because it's like an item, you spend money on it knowing you're going to give it away for free. So you just got to wait for you to have some spare money lying around. I'd love to do like a metal one someday. Or maybe 3D printed ones. Maybe we can get like a 3D printer and do some 3D printed coins. That'd be kind of cool. But how about you guys? Had any experience with Cyelee optics yet? I know Chanson's going to be test firing one. Hey, below average Utah dad, what's going on? Actually, we got a few people in here you guys should subscribe to. So, below average Utah dad, Stay Dangerous, Chanson243, give those guys a look. FE Ordnance is in here. Check his channel out. And then if you check out some of the other ones we are either following or we're constantly in their lives, you know, check out DLD After Dark, Flying Rich Firearms, John Crump News, and Red Dawn Readiness, as well as Jack of All Trades, The Gun Guys, The Gun Guy, and, oh, I'm totally forgetting some people. Poppy to The Gun Guy, Magazine Magic. Give those guys a look. Yeah, that's the thing. Getting we like this. I had this made The thing about is getting them made in enough quantity. So, like, if I have to buy like 1,000 of them to make it like cheap enough. But then when you're also buying 1,000, so you're shelling out several $100s. It's like that's money that could go towards paying an employee or paying a bill or. We occasionally entertain the idea of maybe putting it on the website and be like, okay, for like three or $5 you can buy it and when you get your slide. But we also kind of want to just give some out, like when we go to events, like when we go to SHOT Show next year, we're gonna bring some for events. Hey, Twisty's Gun Show, what's going on? We are talking about the Cyelee Wolf X Pro, for those of you just joining us. We took it to the range today to do a light testing, dumped 100 rounds through it in our SM19 Viper slide, and I like it. I like it so far. We're going to have to do some more extensive testing over the weekend, I think. And we'll probably drop it and let the Arizona heat get to it and see how well it does. We've also got our 4th of July sale coming up in 2 days. So from July 3rd to July 6th, red, white, and blue slides, strip slides, are 15% off with code USA25. So if you know someone that wants to do a slightly non-tactical build, a little bit of a freedom build, tell them to check it out. Specifically for color matching, we're going to be doing USMC red, Arctic white, and NRA blue. Oh yeah, we have the EDG. We just haven't opened it yet. We really should do like an unboxing because this one here, I was just kind of excited and I opened it just to see what it was beforehand. I should have done an unboxing. I'm looking through their website right now, and they have a lot of pistol stuff, but it looks like they have some rifle stuff. But the rifle stuff, I don't know, it's a little cheaper. We got like, for 60, 80, and 80. Looks like we got 2 red dots, a green dot. But it seems like they've got some higher end. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Here's another rifle one. Yeah, here they got one for 150, the Cyelee T10. And a T10X Pro. Okay. Yeah, so they've got a few options for rifles. As for us specifically, we got the Wolf X Pro and the Wolf EDG. And so those are running like 235 to 280. Oh. Okay. Got a Cyelee CAF X1 and Cap Pro. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some light reviews on it so far. Some people are calling it the next Hollow Sun. I haven't really seen anything negative about it, so I'm definitely curious to see what people have to say. And as we go to shoot them more, we'll do some videos and we'll do some lives and let you guys know what we experienced. But so far, I'm happy with it. Yeah. And it looks like each one you get your own little patch too. But yeah, we're testing these out. I don't know, maybe we'll add them and do a more complete slide. You know, like right now we have slide completes, but we don't have optic options, so I don't know. Which email, Dev? You might need to hit us up again if you're talking about emailing us. More excited for the patch than the optic. Yeah, Gideon looks pretty good too. Actually, I should probably do like maybe a side by side between both of them, and we should get our Hollow Sun back and like do a three-way test. Cyelee and Gideon and Hollow Sun. Yeah, that's why we want to get the little tokens and stuff back, and maybe some patches and stuff, just to give people. Oh, you're that one. Okay. Okay, I remember reading that one. Did we not get back to you? Hold on, let me see here. I know they got into a big, we're like 800 slides on this new order. So our painters are like going left, right, and center on this big order. Let's see here. Oh, yep, I found it. Okay. Okay, I think, unless I'm getting the wrong feed here, it looks like someone... Oh, you would like a complete FDE with black and FDE. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, you know, they hadn't responded to your follow-up. All right. I'll go and talk with them tomorrow when I get in. I know we need more stencils, and I know we have more barrels and parts kits coming in. So yeah, we'll get back to you on that one again, Dev. It should be doable. I just got to talk with my painters, and I got to talk with our shipper, and see what we have coming in when. All right, Black Rifle Medic, what's going on? No issues so far? Okay, that's good to know. I mean, full disclosure, I didn't pay for it, so they did send it to us to check it out. So I did not pay for this. They will either do a kind of an invoice for it when they do it. When they see if they can get everything for it, Dev. If they don't do that, they might just add it directly to the website. Because we kind of did that for someone else. Not a great example, but he did an Arctic slide, you know, something custom like this, and we liked how it turned out, so it just got added to the website. So we'll get with them tomorrow in the morning and see if we're getting our new stencils in, as well as. And did you want to do this? I think you said 19 in here. Yeah, 19. Okay. And in the Viper. So this kind of FDE with black camo. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Pretty sure. I will check with my shipping, and I will check with our painters to see where they're at, because we've got this giant freaking order, and I complain, but I'm actually really happy about it. because it's gonna get people paid, and that's the thing. You take care of your employees, you take care of the business, and then everything else takes care of you. Let's see. 6 Cyelee, okay. There we are. And for those of you that just joined us or just popping in, we don't do blanks. All of our slides are made out of solid steel. We mill them down. We do all the Cerakote work in-house. So like for our red, white, and blue sale that's going on from July 3rd to July 6th, 15% off our red, white, and blue strip slides. Use code USA25. All of those are done in-house. Same thing with our stenciling work, and big shout out to the stencils for Tactical Penguin. Or sorry, Penguin Tactical. No, Tactical Penguin. Man, it's been a long day. I'm tired. And then for those of you who have a messed up slide, so we'll see if we can get that in there. So something that's a little damaged, a little marred up, or maybe you have just a slide you don't like. Maybe you have a Glock 34 and you don't like it. We might consider swapping your slide in our little slide swap program for free. The only thing you'd pay for is shipping. And so for like this gentleman, for example, this is a Remsport R19, just a basic slide. There's no RMR cut. It's 416R stainless steel. We swapped him out for one of our SM19 Zooms, which is in 17.4 stainless steel and, of course, has an RMR cut. Black Rifle Medic, we do have ported slides, but we do not do custom porting for people yet. So part of the issue is that we'd have to shut down production on multiple slides to do some custom work on one person's slide, and it would just, the cost wouldn't be fair to the customer, and it would just put us behind. So we're not ready to do stuff like that yet. But we do have a few different porting options for the slides that we do produce. Make sure I mark that one as important so we can answer that in the morning. Okay. Excellent. Same for like doing RMR cuts on people's slides, same answer. We can technically do it, it's more about shutting down production to do it. Maybe we'll get like a small custom machine someday. Something to just do little custom work like that. That'd be pretty cool. But if you have any questions about the business or about the 4th of July sale coming up, or if you have any experience with Cyelee optics, hit us up, let us know. Yeah, like we have slides that are already ported. Our SM19 Viper, our SM19 Turbo, the 17s are the same. The Flash and the Leonidas are on hiatus, but those were ported as well. And then we also sell ported barrels now too. And threaded barrels. Forgot we have threaded barrels now. Yep, there they are. Threaded barrels, ported barrels, standard barrels. black nitride, and then we also have one that's in copper PVD. North Forest Arms. I'm not familiar with that one. Let's pull these guys up. It's kind of fun that it says NFA. Oh. Tritium sights, okay. Nice. Yeah, range about $1.50, okay. Hey, grilled cheese mouth, twisty. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for it, guys. We pumped 100 rounds through this Cyelee Optics Wolf X Pro. It ran great. Was able to keep on target. Good groupings. The reticle stayed there. It didn't turn off. It didn't jump. It didn't get fuzzy. Yep. Worked great so far for indoor range conditions. We'll try and do some outside torture testing to it at some point. Hopefully this weekend. And then if you guys are looking to add another slide to your collection, we are doing our 4th of July sale from the 3rd to the 6th on our USMC Red, Arctic White, and NRA Blue strip slides. Just use code USA25 starting on the 3rd, so that's 2 days from now. There we are. All right, that's it, guys. As always, stay 2A every day.